Our second Outstanding Teaching and Mentoring Award recipient is Monica Adams.
Monica Adams is in her 4th year of teaching at Adrian Public Schools and her 3rd year at Adrian High School. She has made a very positive impact on our students in this short period of time. A number of these students shared their thoughts about why she is such an outstanding teacher and mentor and deserving of this recognition.
I think Miss Adams deserves the Outstanding Teacher Award because she genuinely cares for her students and she's willing to do whatever it takes to help them succeed.
Taylor's opening statement declared she has all the traits of a good teacher: patient, dedicated, caring, and intelligent. The nomination letters affirm this point with numerous supportive examples. She is patient. Math is not the easiest of subjects for all students to comprehend, but Mrs. Adams does everything she can to help her students wade through and come out comprehending the concepts.
I had to go in after school one time because I just didn't understand the homework at all, and math was just so difficult for me. And she took at least 30 minutes to sit down and help me understand what I was doing wrong. And I've never had a teacher do that for me before.
Benji says, Mrs. Adams is always going out of her way to make sure her students do well. She wants to make sure they are doing well in class and preparing themselves for the future once they graduate. She shows her students the importance of math in the real world. She doesn't move on until she feels the students are ready to move forward. She is dedicated. Angie mentioned that Mrs. Adams gives up her lunch breaks to help students and stays after school as well. She also sends many updates to parents and always responds to emails in a timely manner. A parent support letter also noted how much they appreciated her quick response to email and requests for help.
Sometimes it's a little harder to ask questions during class because there's so much that you have to cover in the class period, but she's always open to having kids come in before school, after school, during lunch.
When students miss work or get behind, Monica is there to help them catch up and understand the notes and assignments. Morgan thinks she is deserving of this award because of her devotion to her students. Morgan said when the decision was made that dual enrollment was her best option, Mrs. Adams even looked up the colleges she was thinking of attending to make sure her college credits would transfer over.
I was debating whether to take AP Calc or a college class, but I was afraid that my college credits wouldn't transfer over to the college that I wanted to go to. And so she, after lunch, sat with me and a bunch of other people. The room was packed. And she sat with me and looked up the school I want to go to and to see if my math credits would count. And I'm pretty sure she didn't even get to eat her lunch because she helped so many students that day.
She motivates and inspires her students to do the best they possibly can. Delilah mentioned that her door is always open when she needs her. She is caring. Katie wrote that Mrs. Adams always has a bright and positive personality that makes you want to learn and be involved in the classroom. She added that Mrs. Adams constantly had to remind me to believe in myself because she knew I could succeed. Jessica, who had her as a teacher for 2 years, said she has done everything she can to boost my confidence and added that she is always nice and very friendly. Heather stated that she genuinely cares for her students and the paths they'll take towards their futures. She also mentioned that when she didn't understand anything, Mrs. Adams never made her feel dumb or inadequate when she asked questions. She is intelligent. She's a math teacher. She has to be intelligent.
She's the best math teacher I've ever had. She makes you feel comfortable to ask whatever questions you want without feeling like you're taking up her time or anything like that. She takes all her time for her students, and she makes you feel like every student to her is individual and special, and that's why I love her so much as a teacher.
Griffin added some very heartwarming statements in his supportive narrative that summed up what a lot of students had to say. He mentioned she makes learning fun, has positive energy, and demonstrates a love for teaching. He concluded with these thoughts. I think she's impacted me as a person by just trying my hardest and turned a negative into a positive. She helped create friendships that may not have come to be if she hadn't been the teacher. She greets you in the hall and leaves you with a smile on your face. Monica is married to Brad, and they have a daughter, Riley. They are expecting their second child. She holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Mathematics Education from Ferris State University and is completing a Master of Science in Education with a specialization in teacher leadership.
I hope that your pregnancy goes well, and I hope you have a really healthy baby, and keep teaching because that would be really good for future students.
Congratulations, Monica, on being selected one of Adrian Public Schools' outstanding teachers and mentors.
Thank you. Wow, what an honor it is to receive this award, and I can't believe how many students were in that video. And I kind of wish that some of them would go through and talk to my students this year to see how comfortable they can be, especially in pre-calc, but we'll get there. A lot has influenced me in my 4 short years here at Adrian. So I started off at McKinley Education Center, and I think that that's where I really learned to build relationships, because I heard all different stories about why students didn't succeed. And it helped me then to understand what they needed in order to be successful once I got here at the high school. So in my 1 short year at McKinley, it taught me so much. After I came here to the high school, I could not be more thankful for the people who I work with. I walked into a very warm and welcoming math department. They welcomed me with open arms, and they were so very supportive, and I couldn't thank them enough. One person in particular who is there for me every day is Elaine Kaiser, and I don't think I could be where I am today without her guidance. And then secondly, my students, they are the ones who drive me to teach. They're the ones who make me get up and come to work every day, and I love each and every one of them. I love what I do. It's truly a blessing. Even when they want to come into pre-calc and they don't want to do work today, and they want to sit there and they want to try to get me off track with picking baby names and stuff like that. And then we have to get back on track because we really do have to learn pre-calc today. They're such a blessing. There's my family. My 4-year-old daughter, who drives me to be the best that I can be in everything that I do. And my parents, who have given me the foundation to do great things in life. My in-laws, who are also here today, and they have given me the support that I've needed because I live 5 hours away from my family. So they are always there for me if my daughter gets sick, if I'm here at work late. And then finally, my husband. Through grading papers at home, lesson planning, and working on my master's degree, he takes care of so much so that way I can be successful in everything else in life. And I was told to keep it short, so I'm going to keep it short and leave it at that. Thank you.
Congratulations, Monica. And now it's time for our 3rd Outstanding Teaching and Mentoring Award.